So I want to tell you about a new session, requests to restore flow in your relationships. This is part of the NVC London Intermediate series, which we run once a month. And this is a new session. We haven't done this one before, to focus on requests. And it felt really important that we did have a spotlight on requests as part of this series to really increase capacity and skill and a deepening of your awareness of nonviolent communication and all of the aspects of it. So this is going to run on Saturday 17th and Sunday the 19th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. online. Everyone is welcome to come. You don't need to be in London or even the UK to come. So if you have a little think about requests, some requests are easier to make. If you have a look at the arrow here, there are some that are easier to make. And there are some requests that on the right that are harder to make, or even impossible to make. And I'm going to invite us to consider why that might be. What conditions make the request easier or harder to ask for? And how can we respond to the challenges that we face? So have a little reflection on that, and we will also be doing that within the session. And these are the other things that we're going to cover. We'll look at the relationship between request and demand, and in particular in relation to different power relationships. How sometimes a request, if you have more power, might seem like a demand, and we'll look at ways of mitigating that. We'll look at ways of making it really easy for people to say no as a way of caring for your relationships. We'll also look at saying no and hearing no and bring empathy to both of these. We'll look at how reflecting back needs and holding a clear intention to get to requests can restore flow to tricky conversations and negotiations. And when making requests is difficult or impossible, what other options do we have? And then we'll role play one of the difficult to make requests that you have, and we'll see what insights you uncover about this request, this relationship, and what your options are. So I hope that sounds interesting to you. I look forward to seeing you next weekend. And if you notice, there's a little picture here of a river and the flow of a river. And I'm using that metaphor as a way of requests are something that we can help to unblock places that are blocked or stuck, to allow the river to keep flowing and to changing and to respond to need as it needs to. I hope to see you next week. Bye for now.